Hello Franklin High, and welcome to this edition of FHS Spotlight. I'm here with Kyna, a freshman who moved here from Haiti this summer. While we may never think of Franklin as a refuge, it's been just that for Kyna. She didn't move here with her family to relocate after a parent landed a new job, or to be closer to extended family. She moved here without her parents, her mother sending her out of Haiti to keep her safe. Kyna, thank you for joining us.
Hi, John. It's a pleasure.
I think a lot of our viewers may not be aware of what's going on in Haiti. Could you explain a little bit about the situation?
There was a crisis, we could call it crisis, between each other, and it started in 2018, typically, and it got worse, and now today it's kind of random, like hearing the situation.
This situation is referring to the massive unrest in Haiti that's only been growing since the assassination of its president in July. As you can see on this map, Haiti is located south of Florida, sharing a border with the Dominican Republic. It used to be French territory, which is why most Haitians still speak French. Unfortunately, Haitians have dealt with numerous challenges over the years, such as food insecurity, natural disasters, and a recent rise in gang-related violence. Over the past couple of years, Haiti has become home to deadly gangs that have terrorized residents. One of the scariest occurrences has been the mass kidnappings. Haiti has seen a 400% increase in kidnappings between 2019 and 2021. Most recently, a group of American missionaries were kidnapped. Kyna says the kidnappers would grab anyone off the streets, children, teenagers, elderly, and even babies. Could you give us an example of how this group is terrorizing Haiti?
This group was formed in 2018. It started with some complication to the politics of the country.
Right.
And it got worse in 2019. People like adults, children, and whole peoples got kidnapped, minors. For women, they got raped and died, or got kind of sickness. And for other peoples or children, they got killed in exchange of money, or they could be killed even if they give them money.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
What did people do when they kind of saw this happening? Did they were they afraid to go outside, or?
People, there was a lot of lockdowns in the country. We could stay in our house for a couple of months without even getting a glance outside.
Right.
And some people, when they try to get outside, they got killed. You could be anyone and at any age and get kidnapped or killed. Yeah.
And so how has this situation affected you personally?
When I heard that I was going to move here, it was like news was out of nowhere, and I was surprised. I was kind of felt sad that I was leaving people that I loved and my dogs.
Yeah, the dogs.
Yeah, but I'll be happy because I know that I will be in security and with my sister.
The stress in Haiti was hard to cope with sometimes. Much like 2021 for us, recent kidnappings would send schools into remote learning, where students would be home for days until it was safe to walk on the streets again. So when times got stressful or scary in Haiti, how did you cope with that? What did you do to kind of reduce that stress?
In Haiti, when things got too far, we could stay at home for a couple of days. Stress in Haiti were like very hard of hand to control. So thankfully, I was positive, and I was saying to myself, maybe next time I'll see my friends.
Not being able to see her friends, being separated from her parents and other family members has been hard. But her resilience is remarkable. During these past few years of turmoil and upheaval, she has learned a few things, and she wants to share them with you. What would you like our viewers to know? Why did you want to come here and share your story?
I wanted to share my story to make people know that they are lucky, because there are other people out there who would like to be here, or at least having some opportunities, and that they some kind of need to maybe stop complaining and take on consideration that they're better than others.
What are you most happy, thankful for being here in the United States right now?
I'm mostly thankful because I'm in security,
Yeah.
and then I get to see my sister that I didn't see for a couple of years.
Do you have a message for FHS students?
To work as hard as you can. I know it's not easy, but try to do something helpful that would probably help our students.
Thank you for joining us, Kyna. We appreciate you sharing your story and all those experiences with us. We know it's hard to talk about much of this, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. We've learned so much from Kyna, especially about how to be resilient. And although this school year has been tough with all that's going on around us, we hope that by hearing this story, we can learn to appreciate more of what we have in front of us and not take what we have for granted. Currently, the situation in Haiti has reached a crisis point. The assassination of its president has worsened the security situation, and a pair of earthquakes struck just this week. But those American missionaries we told you about who were kidnapped, they escaped from their captors and made it home safe. As this semester comes to a close, I'd like to thank Grace, the crew, and all of the guests that shared their stories this semester. We wish you the best of luck over the rest of the school year with bigger and better plans for the future. For all of us here at Panther News, I'm John Fitzhenry, signing off.